Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another car chat with Sarah. Today we are tackling some tough topics, which includes the declining value of college education, comparing yourself to others both in life, in college, in the workplace, and also building your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's start with, has the value of college education declined? College used to be the end all be all. You know, we were told at a young age, oh, you need to go to college and get a four-year degree. The boomers always told us this, said, then you'll be able to get a good job. Okay, tell me why then that jobs on LinkedIn want a bachelor's degree, and I'm totally exaggerating here, 10 years of experience. Like, you know, it's like, no. Did I mention no? College grads are often at a disadvantage because oftentimes we take any job to make ends meet. That's what I did. I took a job at a bank knowing it was probably temporary. It was part-time, but I was driving over 50 miles a day back and forth to work, which was insane. Whatever. Ironically enough, in the industry that I'm in now, a lot of the positions don't require a bachelor's degree, which is actually great, except if you're a lawyer, which requires lawyer credentials, obviously. I don't know that even the job that I applied to 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago in August of 24, required a bachelor's degree. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know that I would have been offered the position had I not had my bachelor's degree from the University of Florida too, but regardless, I took the job I have now because I was like, all right, it's not the most ideal situation, but let me at least get some experience here, and that experience has turned into almost 3 years, which has been a great experience overall. When I graduated college in 2021, I felt like my bachelor's degree was the equivalent of a high school diploma. From 2017 to 2021, the measure of success for people my age went from you need a bachelor's degree to get a good job and be successful to you now need a master's degree to get a good job and be successful. And whoever the people who determine this success or whatever keep moving the freaking goalpost. And I'm tired of it. At the end of the day though, what I'm seeing recently is that more people are prioritizing alternative routes besides college, which is incredibly important because trades and certificates can often result in higher pay. If I would have been a painter or a plumber or a welder, and it's me saying this as a female because those are typically male-dominated careers, I probably could have figured it out. There are alternative routes besides college, and that's what people need to understand. This didn't used to be like something that was really talked about, but I feel like in probably the last 5 years, it's really been brought up a lot, and I'm glad that it has, because college is not the only option. Especially now with like the student loan crisis that we're dealing with, college is not the only option. And also taking out loans to pay for college is not the only option. You can pay it one course at a time. Yeah, it's going to take you 10 times longer to get through it. And the crazy thing that I see all over TikTok is people are graduating from college with these degrees, engineer, finance, whatever, STEM majors, whatever, and they are literally working at a coffee shop for just over a minimum wage because it makes them happy. More power to you. Really though. And it's funny because when I mentioned to my parents that I wanted to potentially explore law school as an option, they came back and said to me, well, people who go to law school have parents who went. That is so not true at all. If they're talking about the big 3 firms in Jacksonville, sure, absolutely. But that doesn't mean that I can't do it and have success myself. It's like, I can't believe that was such a boomer response coming from them. It made me want to say, okay, boomer, like seriously. And on top of it, it's a logical fallacy. What the heck? Okay, boomer. Like, what a boomer response to say. It's just like the same thing. My dad he'll say, well, look at how many engineering majors are out of work, or look at how many lawyers are in the phone book in Jacksonville. First of all, the phone book, I don't even know if the phone book's printed anymore. And number 2, yes, there are hundreds of lawyers in the phone book in Jacksonville, but there's also different types of law to practice. And yeah, there's a lot of personal injury lawyers, but to each their own. I mean, everyone is different. Everyone approaches it a different way. So, there is room for differentiation. Anyway, it's insane. The whole thing is just insane. And on top of that, neither one of my parents ever went to college. So I am literally a first generation college student. So to answer the question of is college still valuable in 2024? Yes and no. You know what? I think the answer is it depends. But for my high school students who are watching or who are going into their senior year, or they're graduating or whatever, definitely do consider alternative routes, because you don't have to be somebody that goes to a big university or whatever. You can go to community college. I went to community college for 2 years and then transferred to UF. So it's like, you have to remember that there are other ways of doing things besides what society says you should do. I mean, it does have its value and it doesn't, but at the same time, when you hear about things, you know, the student loan crisis and all this other stuff, it makes you like sick to your stomach almost, because you're like, oh my gosh, you know, do I want to join that? No, I don't. So now let's cover another kind of important topic, which is comparison in your life and in your workplace. So comparing yourself to others is natural, but focusing on personal growth is more important than external benchmarks. It goes back to what I said a few weeks ago in another chat about not being able to please some of the people some of the time, but not all the people all the time. I'll give you an example. Someone will ask you to do something, you do it, you get it done, and then they'll tell you 10 different ways that you should have done it. The immediate response in your head is, okay, you do it next time. But then on the outside, you're cool, calm, and collected, but inside you would like to scream. I feel like everyone goes through a phase in their 20s, maybe even in their 30s or even 40s or even 50s, who we struggle to feel like we're good enough, you know, and it's actually quite common to feel this way, but everyone has periods of self-doubt and growth, and growth comes from overcoming these challenges, obviously. So what we go through in life, we just have to ignore other people and their opinions, because in the end, their opinions don't matter. And also remember this, your worth is not determined by the opinions of others. I said what I said. Okay, so now let's discuss using your 9-to-5 to build your 5-to-9. And that's like a side hustle or a side project or side businesses that you want to pursue. There are so many different avenues for pursuing your passions. Most of us have to have a full-time job to pay the bills, obviously. But there are ways to utilize your time to kind of grow your 5-to-9. And like, I mean, editing a video for me takes, you know, I'm not going to say it takes 8 to 10 hours, but that is pretty accurate for me. These edits take a while. And that's why throughout the week, I'll be building, like when I come home from work, I'll be building on the edit every night. Even in the morning when I wake up and have my coffee with my iPad, I'm sitting there editing in Final Cut Pro on iPad. Thank you, Apple, for giving us Final Cut Pro for iPad. Now just give it to me on the mini and I'll be happy. It actually is a de-stressor, because you're trying to escape your full-time job so that you can focus on things that you're passionate about, things that you love, things that you want to do with your own time. Not only can these things potentially bring you money, but you can do things that will make you happy. And I think the end goal in life is just trying to find happiness. You know, at the end of the day, I think I saw this quote that really kind of struck a chord with me. Let me see if I can't pull it up. All right, so somebody commented this on Instagram and I thought this was funny. It says, "To me personally, I'm finding out that staying Delulu is the Solulu, because the news makes us think that every day the world is ending for a different reason, and most of these reasons are well beyond our control. So I'm trying to make happy memories and adapt to my current situation, whatever that might be, to the best of my abilities, rather than focus on things that will make me anxious and miserable and I can't change." With that, we use our hours that we have, even if it's just a couple a week, to help build our side business, our side hustle. We can do it. I know we can. I encourage everyone to try to find something that they can do outside of their 9-to-5 or their working hours to really just do it for yourself, whether it's going to the gym, going for a walk, something to just spark creativity and joy in your life that will help you get through this tough time that we're all going through right now. Because like they said in that comment, the news will tell us that the world's ending and the world's blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know, I just want to build my 5-to-9 and use my 5-to-9 hours to make my life better for my future self. That's what I want to do. So I encourage anyone to do that. I can come out with another video later on tips to help do that, but we're all just learning. I mean, it's really just taking the time I will honestly be resetting my clock and going into 2024, since I'm going to be adding grad school back into the mix again and trying to figure out how to balance car chats, YouTube, and also my job, and figuring out my living situation and just so many other elements in the mix. So I'm going to be resetting for 2024 and trying to figure out what the heck this next year will bring for me, and I'm just going to go for it and make it rock. There's that. I gotta go to the store, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this another delusional another chat where I sit here and ramble about things that are considerably off topic and not related to each other, but you guys seem to enjoy it, so there's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. I post new chats every Monday at 7:30 p.m. so don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new chat. If you have any topics that you want me to cover in these car chats that we should be talking about, comment down below. I want to know what you think, and also give me some more ideas. So that'll be good. I think we can maybe get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't want to put that out there though, and then not be able to go, but let's just say that maybe we can do it. Maybe. I'm not going to say we're going to do it, but I'm going to say that maybe we can do it. I think it's possible. I think we can do it. Maybe. Let's try to do it. I love it.